Peace. What's really good? What's really popping? It's your boy, Sincere Seven, coming to you live and direct from the Psychonaut Academy of Detroit. What y'all know about that KAMBO? What y'all know about that duck flower? Hold on a minute. Listen, I already got mine rolled up. So I'll tell you what. Let me go grab this ashtray and we can go and jump right into it. You feel me? Because my thing is, I've been having some thoughts about this shit all the way around. And I feel like not enough people have an understanding of what's really going on. You know what I'm saying? To make what I would call is a conscious, educated decision. Excuse me, y'all. Stepping out the camera. I had to go get my ashtray. So, I'm just chilling, getting ready for today's events. Start teaching first class tonight at the Spiritual Ascension University. Shout out to SAU for picking me up as an instructor in their university. I'm honored. So tonight starts the first class. Psychedelics, intro to psychedelics and the psychedelic curriculum created specifically for the Spiritual Ascension University. So I'm excited about that to get started teaching tonight. So I'm getting prepared, just hanging out with my children. Been with them all morning. They are a trip. And so I just wanted to stop and take a break and talk about some KAMBO. It was supposed to be KAMBO ceremonies going on today. A few people have been calling me. And it's like, people be like, damn, you be on that snake venom and you be dealing with this, that. Like, it's like you don't even fuck with the KAMBO no more. That's not really what it is. What it is just throughout these years, man, just learning so many different things and adding on so many different things that sometimes I just get caught in bringing things forward and introducing things to people who don't have the knowledge of some of these things. So I've been dealing with KAMBO for so long, as well as there's KAMBO practitioners all over the United States. It's only like 15 or 20 snake venom practitioners in America. Shout out, to me for getting a nice plethora of snake venom practitioners practicing throughout the U.S. But I'm saying all that to say, you can find a KAMBO practitioner in every state. And I've been teaching and serving, for the community for a while now, 4 or 5 years. So it's kind of like, I just feel like they already know where it's at and what it is. But truth be told, I do have quite a few new followers, new Facebook friends, new Instagram friends, new audiences. I've been doing lectures and flying all over the world and doing classes. So I'm understanding that there's quite a bit of new people on my pages who are not familiar with these things. And I probably need to take some time to go ahead and throw some things out there again. Now, even though I came on to talk about KAMBO, if you see in there, I spoke on the duck flower. It's the frog over the duck all day for me. And I'm going to talk about why. Now, before I get into it, let me just say, I am not giving you any medical advice. I'm not telling you what you should do, what you shouldn't do. I'm not putting nobody in those shame spaces. I'm not saying nothing about nobody who's fucking with the duck flower. If you fuck with the duck, that's on you. That's cool. I ain't got no issues with it. I have my own studies, my own knowledge, wisdom, and understandings, and my own viewpoints on detoxification and cleansing of the body. And that's what both of these things are said to do. I have had people come to me and say, yo, I'm thinking about getting some of that duck flower. What you think about that? And I'll be like, I don't. And they be like, what you mean? I don't think about it. I don't ever think about getting no duck flower. Never will I ever order any duck flower. Never will I ever use any duck flower. And never will I. And let me just be clear. When I'm saying never will I, I'm saying that from the point of view right now. With everything that I've studied, everything that I looked up, everything that I've went through, researched, and experienced myself, I would not ever advise the individual. Okay, see, that's what I'm saying. I need to take away the nevers and the evers. Let's be clear. If you cannot do KAMBO, then if you chose to do duck flower, I would understand it. Me as a practitioner, I don't see me. I'm not gonna say I would never, ever, ever. I don't see me ever advising anybody to use duck flower. So, okay. So first of all, for those of y'all who might be new, what the fuck is duck flower and what the fuck is KAMBO? Good question. Duck flower is a plant. It is an herb that is used by individuals to flush their body. And I will say, in an emergency situation, duck flower might be acceptable. And the reason I say an emergency is because I would not put my body through. No, go back upstairs. Don't come down here with all that noise. I gave y'all movies. I gave y'all toys, all that. Every time I start doing live, y'all want to come screaming. It's getting y'all attention. I want my attention. Can I have y'all attention? Don't look over there. Focus right here. Stay on what's important. Don't look over there. I'm jealous, god dang it. No, listen. So under emergency reasons, duck flower might be acceptable. But duck flower is a poison. And what's the difference between a poison and a medicine? The dosage, right? We say that, right? Okay. Even at the dosage that people are using it at, it is a poison, and they are consuming orally a poison. Once you consume the poison, then of course your body goes into protective mode. There's literally poison in the duck flower that you're orally taking. When that duck flower reaches your system, your body goes into emergency response. Throw up immediately, diarrhea immediately. Anything we have to do to get this bullshit that was put into our system out of us. So let me be clear. When we're talking about detoxing and cleansing, to me, this is, people refer to it as a detox, but the only thing is detoxing is itself. Your body is detoxing the duck flower from your system, and that is what's causing all of these the shitting, the diarrhea, the throwing up, the all of the stomach cramping, all of this. And it lasts for 20 up to 24 hours, sometimes more, sometimes a little less, depending on how much you. My whole thing is, this is excruciatingly uncomfortable, and you're detoxing what you put in. It's not like duck flower is going and finding all of these different things in the body and detoxing them. It's detoxing itself from your body. And it is very dangerous. Well, I'm not gonna say very. Let me be careful. It has more cautions than most herbs. Yeah, let me be careful. When you say shit's dangerous, it's like painting a picture of don't fuck like. And again, I'm not telling people not to fuck with it. Let me be clear. I'm telling people there's a better alternative. Fuck the duck, get with the frog. Phylomedusa bicolored tree frog is the name of KAMBO, scientifically. Now, let me explain to you what this is and how this works. The KAMBO frog, it lives in the Amazon and other places that are dangerous and where everything wants to kill it. The plants want to kill it. The trees want to kill it. The animals want to kill it. The insects want. Everything is competing for life. And this frog, it's a little small. I mean, he's just a little cutie, all in a vicious ass place. It does not have an offense mechanism. It cannot bite you. It can't jump up and karate kick you. It can't sting you. It can't do anything to be offensive. So it has a outstanding defense mechanism, which is a secretion that is within its body. First of all, it's the only frog in the world that can stand in the sun and not die, because of the secretion that comes out, and it rubs it all over its body, secretes it from his body, and then rubs it all over. What this secretion does is, one, it protects the frog. Like I said, it can stand in the sun, so it can stand temperatures and experiences that other frogs can't because of the secretion. But also, in addition to this secretion, if ever this frog is stung, is bitten, is scratched, is injected with anything destructive, bacterial, viral, poisonous, anything like that, it secretes this secretion, which neutralizes the poison, neutralizes the bacteria, neutralizes the virus. See? So it protects itself from these things. Well, we as mystical arts practitioners, we take the secretion from the frog in a humane way, and we take a stick and we burn the stick and dab it on our skin real quick and wipe that part off, and it leaves a little white mark. Boom. And we apply that secretion to that opened skin gate, and that secretion starts to go inside of our body. It's absorbed into the lymphatic system, where it's sent throughout the body, and then the lymphatic system carries it to the bloodstream, where it is then carried throughout our body, into our brain, our lungs, our muscles, throughout the body, everywhere the brain, right? The bloodstream goes, right? So what happens is, now that we have absorbed this secretion into our body in a mystical arts practice, now we have access to this defense mechanism. Now, before I go to that part, let me back to you just put that secretion on that gate. All right. It's going in my body and I feel it. Oh my goodness. Ooh, shit. Ooh. I'm getting hot. Oh. Okay. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I can feel my blood rushing and like, whew, oh shit. Ugh. Oh shit, my stomach is churning. Let me get that bucket. That's what you go through. You go through feeling like you have the flu. You might purge, you might throw up. Some people defecate, depending on how deep the what needs to be detoxed is. It might be further up in the digestive system, still accessible, where you'll purge it out. It might be further into the digestive system, where you will defecate it out. Okay. While the medicine is on for approximately 13, 15 minutes, every practitioner is different. I heard some go say they go up to 30. Your body is going, what is happening is all of these peptides and proteins are being introduced into the body, and these are causing bioactive responses. Okay. So this is cleansing the brain, candida yeast, the gut, it's cleansing the lungs. It's great for the female reproductive system. Listen, I'm gonna say that again. It is fucking outstanding. I guess I'm not saying it again. I'm saying something different. For the female reproductive system. Cysts, fibroids, fibromyalgia, endometriosis, and I know that goes a little past the reproductive system. So if y'all smart, don't be judging me. I'm just talking. Yo, Nydia, peace, God. It's certainly time for a dose. Let them know. Yeah, we have a ceremony Friday. And then on December 25th, first, on the equinox. So that KAMBO cleanses your body. This KAMBO is antiviral, antibacterial, antipyretic, anti-A, right? So when we look at what's happening physically, yes, the KAMBO does make probably 40, 50, maybe even 60% of the people who take it purge, throw up, right, while they're taking it. It makes maybe 15% of people defecate while they're taking it. They'd be looking at me to be like, I gotta go to the bathroom. I'm like, go ahead. Now go upstairs and go. Yeah, you don't shit on yourself, y'all. You can control your. I be hearing people say so many things they heard, like, wait, but I get it. Cause anyway, so they cause these chemical reactions. After you take the KAMBO off, put a little dragon's blood, seal that gate up, make sure nothing else can get in there. 10 minutes later, your endorphins kick in. Y'all know what endorphins is? Those the feel-good drug. The feel-good chemical in your body, naturally produced. So after the KAMBO, your body was like, yo, what was that? I don't know, but I'd rather feel good. And it kicks in. Also, KAMBO increases your stamina, your speed, your ability to smell, ability to taste. When I say all of your senses are heightened, and your strength. Literally, when I do KAMBO, I be standing next to my, and I be like, yo, I can jump up on your shoulders. Not I feel like, no. I can jump up on your shoulders. I had a guy who hit me one day. He was like, hey, Seven, I'm about to go ball, man. I need to come get KAMBO. And I'm like, all right, how the fuck do those two things go together? Anyway, come on by. He came and got KAMBO. He's sitting there getting KAMBO. Now, this dude, he don't go through shit. He takes the KAMBO. He'll be sitting there like this. You good? He asking me because I'm looking at him. You good? Yeah, I'm good. You good? Yeah, I'm good. How the hell he go through KAMBO? Like, what's your diet? Oh, I'm vegan. I've been vegan about 18 years. Oh, okay, get it. You ain't got a whole lot to detox. I said, hey, you said on the phone you wanted to come get KAMBO because you was about to go play ball. What did that have to do with the other? He said, man, I'm short. I can't dunk. He said, man, that last time I came and got KAMBO and I went and played ball, I dunked, bro. I'm like, wait, what? He said, I'm not lying, bro. I can't do it regularly, but when I come get KAMBO first and then go, it's like I can run fast, I can jump higher, and I'm aware that the man says use this for hunting. They also used to give it to their dogs. So I do know everything he's saying it does do, but I was not aware that the power of the potentiating effects was that drastic that it was noticeable. Like, you can't dunk a ball when you play ball ever in your life. But when you come take KAMBO, oh, you dunking. You jumping that high to where you can do. That's not like an inch or two difference, y'all. That's a very, very clear difference in physical ability. So it's like, I never tested it. I'm aware that this increases your physical ability, your strength, all of that, but I never tested it, so I didn't know at what capacity. So to hear this individual, and I'm looking at him like, you can dunk when you on KAMBO. He like, yeah, bro. I was like, damn, because he is kind of a shorter dude. So it amazed me to learn the power of So that's 15 minutes. You take it off and you start feeling excellent. Not only that, the KAMBO walks with you for the next 3 to 6 months. Walks with you for the next 3 to 6 months. What do you mean? What do I mean? Okay, this is a secretion from a frog. You have, through a mystical arts practice, absorbed that secretion into your body. Y'all seen Venom? Y'all seen Venom? If not, watch that movie and you'll understand what we are dealing with when we are dealing with the snake venom, the bufo, the KAMBO, the mushrooms, all of this shit in unison. That's what we're dealing with. So what does that mean that the KAMBO walks with us? It means that for the next 3 to 6 months, wherever I go and whatever I'm doing, if I come into contact with a virus, a bacteria, a disease, a poison, any of that, venom, that's the name of the movie, any of that, the KAMBO is going to come to the rescue. It is going to immediately come out and start to fight, battle, and neutralize that virus, that bacteria, that disease, all of these different things. KAMBO is also used in conjunction with, listen to this, y'all. Share this video, please. Share this video. It is also utilized in the removing from the body of HIV virus as well as the herpes virus. I have had quite a few individuals who have come to me and spoken about, this herpes virus. And the KAMBO was what I had, but at the time when a lot of people was coming, I didn't have the snake venom or the scorpion venom. And now I'm understanding that you have to use these in conjunction and stacked. So my teacher has spoken on a public platform on live on how she cured herself from herpes using the KAMBO and the snake venom. And now, after studying deeper, I understand why. The herpes virus it can go dormant. It can go dormant inside of the cells. It's intracellular as well as inside of the neurological pathways. So this is a bad motherfucker. Because some drugs can get into the neurological pathways, but intracellular, that's not happening. So this is why Western medicine cannot cure people of herpes, is because all of their medicine is synthetic and isolated. They're isolated, synthesized, and they create a synthetic version. So these medicines are not intracellular. They will not go inside of your cells. Snake venom is intracellular, and scorpion venom goes through the neurological channels. So when you're using snake venom, scorpion venom, and KAMBO all in unison, you are addressing this virus intracellular within the neurological pathways as well as within the general body. And so staying on a regimen of having all of these venoms in your body is constantly destroying, stopping its ability to reproduce, stopping its ability to travel, which after long enough destroys it entirely out of your body. When my teacher first told me that she had herpes and she no longer has it, I was like, okay, now I understand. Now, after years of research, actually working with people, going through, it's like, now I get it. So okay, hold on. Tiff BQ says, yes, you're correct. They can only suppress it through antivirals. It's definitely neurological. That's why people have outbreaks during states of stress. Okay. Thank you, Tiffany BQ, dropping that. Yes. So when you look at all of that, look at all the science, and then look at what science is saying about the scorpion venom, about the snake venom, about the KAMBO. Remember, I didn't make all this shit up. I didn't was like, oh, I'm about to start using all this stuff from animals and start saying and do stuff. No. Not at all. It was kind of the other way around. People said all this animal stuff do stuff. And I'd be like, think about this. When they talk about in research and they say snake venom can heal cancer, snake venom can kill tumors, bee venom can cure Lyme disease, scorpion, snake, and KAMBO can cure herpes, right? When all of these things are spoken about in science, has anybody ever been like, well, how the fuck you use it? If you're telling me snake venom can do that, how the fuck can I use the snake venom? So I'm supposed to catch a snake, let it bite me, but only a little bit? Like, what the fuck y'all mean snake venom can, bee venom can't? What do y'all mean? That's where sacred animal venom practitioner training comes in at. You can be the person who actually administers, facilitates, and practices with these things. These things are real life, what they say. We've had individuals who have had cancer and walking around cancer free. We've had individuals who have had tumors. They're no longer with them. Not the people, the tumors. We've had people who have had diseases, ailments, all of this shit. And we are having clinical trials. All the snake venom practitioners that want to be included all over the US are taking part in clinical trials. So when it comes to the herpes, if you know people who have it and they're going, man, I ain't finna pay no for the treat. How do I even know? Okay, we'll get in the clinical trial. Because the clinical trial is the only place you're going to be able to get full treatments for the price we're giving them. And it's because you're really only paying for the medicines and a slight bit of time from the practitioners. But these $10, $15, $20,000 full, what some might refer to as treatments, because we're not treating anything, so we don't do treatments. But these administrations, excuse me, $20,000 worth of administrations for $1,000. $50,000 worth of administrations for $2,000. What? So, just so y'all know, all of the shit we talking about, we've been doing it. We've been doing it. We all have testimonials. Shout out to Terrestrial Magic. Shout out to the people who fucking with this shit because of their own self and their own. She had cancer and had to get something removed. Thyroid, I believe. And she took the sacred, her and her husband, both of them, took the sacred animal venoms practitioner training class and went on to start treating people and hit me with some information that they doctors told her cancer came back. They were showing all, she showed me, she sent me the pictures. She told me I could share all of this, by the way. She sent me the picture of all the months where it shows her, every time she go in to get checked out, the levels is at 0. Then it showed where she came to get checked out and her levels was at, I forgot the number, 15, 30, whatever. And she called her doctor and they was like, no, this is cancer. It ain't maybe this or maybe a hormone or no, there's cancer. So we need to figure out what we're going to do. And so they was kind of like, oh shit, I don't know what the fuck, da-da-da. And her husband was like, shit, let's do what we trained to do. And they grabbed the venoms and they did 3 applications, which is 1 full administration on her throat and her neck. And then they was like, they said to her doctor, we want to schedule another one. You know what I'm saying? Check us again. And she was like, all right, I'm telling y'all though, it's on there. It's da-da-da. And she went and got the test and it was at 0. I tried to get my aunt to come see you. My uncle didn't want her to do anything outside of the doctor's orders. She's no longer here. I'm sorry to hear that. And I understand, I understand, especially with the older generation. I'm understanding how these new aged type of things, like they not doing no herbal medicine either. I'm sure they was doing doctors. They was going and getting medicines. And I'm not knocking that because your placebo is real big. So if your placebo is telling you, man, this bullshit ass herbs and plant medicine and animal medicine shit ain't gonna work, I need to go to the doctor, then you do. Because it's not, and you have a better chance at the doctor because you at least believe that they can heal you. So with that being said, I don't knock them, but it hurts my heart every day to see and hear people. And that's why I travel and do these lectures. This is why I travel the US and do these lectures everywhere as much as I can, because education is the most important part. People don't know, but when I can get up there and I can show them that their doctors, that their scientists, that their government has said all of this, and I'm just the person who administers the things that they said do all of this, then people more comfortable. And that's why I teach so much. The education part is the most important part. Tiffany said, westernized medicine doesn't cure. It only suppresses symptoms. Your natural body does the actual healing. You would definitely need natural substances like venom to help the body heal itself. Peace, Tiffany. I like how you put that. Because when I read the first sentence, I started to be like, well, hold on now. I'm not going to say. And then as I read the rest, I was like, she's right. Because I was going to say, I don't knock Western medicine because there are people who go to Western medicine and come out healed. So I was going to say, so it's Western medicine, but you're right. The Western medicine does suppress the shit so that their body can heal. You are so right. And I love how you put that. Ooh, shit. Tiffany BQ. I'm at Tiffany BQ. Do we know each other? A says, do one of the venoms help rebuild bone? This conversation has come up quite a bit. This conversation has come up quite a bit. So let me say this. As of something, because being the sacred animal venoms practitioner instructor, like I teach this, right? So when students come and have these questions, I always say I can show and prove. If I'm gonna tell you something, so hey, how you? Whoa, shorty, what are you doing? No, that's not funny. That's rude as hell. I'm in here recording, doing a live, and you just gonna stomp your little short little midget. You know what? This is why I don't even be hanging with y'all like that. This is why I don't even be. And you need to get out of here because I'm smoking anyway. Oh my goodness. Excuse me, y'all. I know you drunk your chocolate milk. It's all over your face. And I'm smoking, baby. Baby, I'm smoking. Yes, you can't be around this. You already know. Your human design say you don't need to be around no smoke at all ever. So beat it. My bad, y'all. Oh shit, Tiffany. Okay. Let me know this. My bad, y'all. I got some little rude, broke friends that be with me all the time, and they just be doing stuff. What's your favorite strain of bud? Oh, well, that switched up real quick. But I don't mind it. Because I'm gonna get back to what we was talking about. My favorite strain, I think. Oh, Thai stick, original Thai. Most people haven't had it, but me being a grower, I had some land raised seeds growing, and I understand what that is. And it, oh my goodness, oh my God. So sorry about that, y'all. Technical difficulties. My children are beautiful, aren't they? So Kambo, because we were talking about the herpes, and then we went into clinical trials, and somewhere we was in there, and then the little one did some stuff. So, saying all that just to bring it back around, because I don't remember exactly where I was at, is that Kambo is actually working in unison with the body to cleanse you, to detox. Duck flower is poisoning you, causing your body to go through extreme measures to get that shit out of you. So when people say use this for detox, I say, no, don't do that. It's pretty much detoxing what you're putting in. It's not detoxing like it's going and cleansing the body and getting things out that aren't supposed to be there. Kambo is doing that. And you know it because it has peptides. Each peptide, oh, boom, thank you. Rebuilding the bone. That's where we was at. 222. Peace. So, rebuilding the bone. And I was talking about people in the class and how I show and prove. If I'm going to tell you something, do something, has the property, the ability, then I need to show you where I got that information. I need to show you that article, all of that type of stuff, right? Boom. So, when it comes to rebuilding the bone, I cannot say that I know that this peptide is responsible for this. Nope, I can't. But I can say that using healing with the kingdoms, you can rebuild your bone. I can say that comfortably. So there might be some venoms that help to potentiate, because when Pebbles came and she told me she had multiple myeloma, which is bone cancer, okay? And at the time, I didn't know what the hell a multiple myeloma was. So I told her, give me 72 hours. I don't need to have history, whatever your disease. That's like me having to know who the person beating you up is if you hire me as a pro. I don't need to know who they are. I just need to know their resume. What are they trained in? Do they know martial art? Do they carry weapons? What's their MO? That's all I need to know. I can take down whatever enemy I need to. I know I'm coming. It doesn't. So when it comes to disease, same thing. I know I'm coming to battle it. It don't know I'm coming. So I'm gonna go do my homework first. For those, I'm a healer that was prior service military. So when I approach healing, I'm not approaching it from a namaste, love, and light. I'm approaching it as a warrior. So with all that being said, utilizing the venoms, we had to use two different venoms mixed together to target the multiple myeloma, which is bone cancer. So after the second dose, she told me, administration, she told me it's working. I said, how you know? She said, I can feel the tumor going down. I can feel myself feeling stronger. When she went into the doctor to get a checkup after, it was like 3 or 4 months, and we had been doing venoms, she ain't been doing no Western medicine. She told them, I'm not doing none of that shit. No chemo, no radiation, none of that shit. So she was just doing venoms, Rick Simpson oil, the different things I was giving her, right? So when she went in to get a checkup, not only did they, like, the cancer free, the tumor was gone, all of that, but they had her scheduled for surgery to remove 2 of her ribs, because the rate of deterioration of the bones, they were going to start breaking off in her body. They canceled the surgery and told her she no longer needs it. So her bone density stopped deteriorating and started returning. So with that being said, I'm sure within that there was some type of, and this is my hypothesis or theory, my theory, that there was some assistance from the venoms, because the fact that this mixed together targets multiple myeloma, it goes to the core of the bone. Really? That's quite interesting. So I might even start there. I might even, if I was looking to rebuild my bone, right? Eucomia. Eucomia is an herb that assists with the tendons, strengthening of the tendons, and therefore bone strength. They say calcium, right? Calcium, magnesium. So I'm saying that to say that if we were trying to build your bone strength up, I wouldn't just have you come in and sit and doing snake venom and then being like, all right, come on next week or whatever. No, I would be utilizing the healing with the kingdoms approach, as I do with all of my clients. You know what I'm saying? I just specialize in the sacred animal venoms or the animal kingdom. But as a healer, I'm always approaching all of my clients with healing with the kingdoms. And now understand that there's a difference between my client and the person who comes to me and says, I want to do snake venom. Remember, I'm a transdimensional travel agent and a spiritual tour guide. I can give you what you want, or you can come and ask me what you need, and I can give you that. Because a lot of people be coming to me and telling me, oh, I'm doing da-da-da-da-da, and I want this. And I'm like, oh, all right. And I give it to them. You know what I'm saying? And I might even tell them, like, I would actually go about it different. Well, yeah, I know, but I decided because, cool, say less. And they come in to get something, and that's not even really what they need. Like, I'm like, kind of like, oh, that's not really going to do that. But I'm all for, I always tell people, I am here to assist people in becoming sovereign in their healing. So what I'm saying by that is I want you to do what you feel you need to do, what you feel is comfortable, what you're called to do. If that's what you want to do, then fine. I might not agree with your route, but you're comfortable with it, so fuck me. You know what I'm saying? But I'd be white. I wish they would use me for what I'm here for, but I am here to administer as well. So I guess I can shut the fuck up and do what they want, right? A said, I broke my finger and leg playing football. The finger definitely didn't heal right. The doctor said there is no more surgery to help, trying to save it before I get it cut off. Shit, they can't just re-break it and reset it. So, all right. So I'm glad that you spoke on that. There's a difference between injury and disease. You know what I'm saying? Disease is it's like the difference between venom and poison. A venom has to be injected. It has to be purposefully put there. That's how an injury is. It's something external that did something into you internal. So a break to the finger. Yeah, there you go. You call me a herb. The break to the finger, that is a injury, not an illness, right? Not a disease. So it's like, so what I'm saying by that is I don't specialize in injuries. Because it's like with natural medicines, we usually can give you things to stop the pain, stop the swelling, stop the inflammation, all that, but I can't do nothing with something that broke something. Ain't no herb and no venom going move that back to where it's supposed to be, or you know what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying? We deal with things that was brought into play by something. Stress brought this into play. Fucked up eating brought this into play. Sexual practices brought this into play. You know what I'm saying? Type of shit. Like I tell people, yeah, I'm the medicine man, but if you get stabbed and shot up, don't come to my door. I'm not finna sew you up, Aki. I'm not finna tuck your guts back in you, and I'm not that dude. You feel me? Surgery, that ain't my MO. You feel me? I open them up, but I don't close them up. You know what I'm saying? I was a warrior, so I open some bodies up, but I ain't never been no surgeon. I ain't never closed them up. You figure deal me? Not even my own. I ain't that motherfucker that I get stabbed and sliced up and shit, get in the hotel room and sit there and stitch myself up. I'm not that guy. I sit there and tell Shorty stitch it up so I can watch her while she do it. I'll still be a tough guy to watch, but I'm not gonna do it myself. You gotta be fucked up. You gotta be nah. So I'm sorry, but yeah, that ain't my specialty. I ain't sure what to tell you about that one. But again, I would be trying to see if they could just re-break it and reset it. So these animal medicines are dope, and they are part of the healing that's taking place. You know what I'm saying? A big part. Beauty on the brain, peace. My bad. I seen you had spoke to me and shit. Nah, I blew out the joint. What up, Seven? Does the venom cause any side effects? Good question. Yeah, but we refer to them as character growth and development. So like your reflexes get sharper, like somebody shit roll off the table, you drop, you catch it. You know what I'm saying? And you'll be like, "What the fuck?" Like you remember, watch the movie Venom. Yeah, side effects. So when you get the venom, you got elapids and you got viperines, right? That's the average snakes, right? They're either vipers or they cobras type of shit, right? So the cobras, the elapids, they cause you to after you get the administration want to eat and lay down, right? That's how you feel. Okay. Like the after the administration, like you want to eat something and lay down, like let's just Netflix and chill. It's like an indica. The lapids, excuse me, the viperines are like stimulating. So I tell people get those in the morning. Come by in the morning if you're getting rattlesnake. You know what I'm saying? Because it's gonna have you hype. So you want it to be able to wear off. Because if you get it in the afternoon or the night, you up all night, B. You up. It's like caffeine. See? So that's afterward, right? But as far as like side effects, it's like they more character growth and development. Oh, yo, sleep. Oh shit, the sleep realm. These are onerogens. These snake venoms, your sleep get turned up, B. Your sleep get turned up. I'm talking about your dreams, the vividness, your ability to be in them, where they take you. The snakes come and communicate because you got to think like you have literally absorbed snake venom into your body. The snake DNA is now part of you. And so the snake comes to communicate with you. It's like, oh shit, where am I? Okay. And it comes to you and it reveals things to you. It assists you. You know what I'm saying? It's watch the movie Venom. You know what I'm saying? Each one is different. But some people are able to protect their boundaries a lot better after taking the venoms. Some people are more protective for other people after they take the venoms. You know what I'm saying? So the side effects are more spiritual development, the dream realm, your character growth and development, your like I said, your reflexes, your ability to sense, your ability to sense. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I've literally been sitting there and got up and walked to the door and opened it, and somebody was like, "Oh shit!" Like, oh, and whoever I was sitting there with was kind of looking like, "What the fuck?" Because nobody heard nothing. No, it's just like you sense everything. Has anyone taken them to get rid of having migraines? That's a good question. Venoms and vibes. Peace. There goes a fellow practitioner right there. Venoms and vibes. Anybody taking them to get rid of having migraines? So I'm not sure, okay? But if you were to come to me and we was having a consultation and you was telling me I'm having migraines, do you think that venoms will help me? I would say I believe so. And I would give you cobra venom, which deals with the neurotoxins. It also has nerve growth factor in it. So this is what goes and basically kind of cleanses and resets the brain system, the neurological system. You know what I'm saying? The central nervous system. And then I would also give you lion's mane. I would give you microdoses stacks, pad stacks. The pad is Psychonaut Academy of Detroit. So the pad stacks. These stacks are psilocybin mushroom, lion's mane mushroom, and niacin. Man, the psilocybin mushroom is to give the instructions to the lion's mane. The lion's mane is a brain and neurotransmitter repair. And the niacin is to assist the medicine into getting into the furthest parts of the body, including the blood-brain barrier, which can be a challenge in crossing for some peptides. And so utilizing certain things to assist them. Now, those pad stacks are the truth. You can literally feel it working in your brain. Thank you, Tiffany. Thank you for that shout out for that. Hey, you feel me? We alchemists over here. We know what we put together and why. So that's what I would advise for the major energy and focus. Yes, thank you. So that's what I would advise for the headaches. Also, what's your water intake about? And also, where is your mineral levels at? Are you mineral deficient? Okay. So I might even tell you drink some mineral water, like switch your water up and drink mineral water for the next couple weeks. You know what I'm saying? But make sure your minerals is on point for sure, because that's another thing that's quite often overlooked. And those minerals being throwed off can cause some major fucking damage in your body that you're not even really aware of. Like I always say, is people having heart attacks because they are magnesium deficient. People walking around, it's cold, can you turn up the heat? You iron deficient. And that whole, oh, I'm anemic, I don't like that. No, you're not. You're just iron deficient. You're not anemic. Now, if your body has a problem producing iron, find more natural ways to take more in. Magnesium is best absorbed in the skin, not digested. So put magnesium crystals, flakes in your bathtub, or get you magnesium sprays rubbed on salves. That's best brought on through the external. So check out your levels. Migraines. Yeah, so those would be the things that I would lean into. And actually, I might even invite you to do KAMBO too, just because the cleansing and the detoxification even are upon the brain. So yeah, I would but if you want to just start out with something a little less intense, get some pad stacks. Do you microdose? Let me ask you that first of all. Let's start there. Beauty on the brain. Do you microdose? Have you ever utilized psilocybin mushrooms? That's a very important question. I'm sure you heard of an addiction to pain meds. What do you suggest for that? We talking opioid addiction? Beauty on the brain. Let's talk. Hit me up in the inbox. Let's get on a phone call. Cause see, some things I got to talk about, and now we going deeper, and it's like, oh, hold on. Let's not put your shit out there. No microdose. Okay, you never have. Okay, yeah, we definitely need to talk. Yeah, we need to talk. Let's get on the call. KAMBO, right? That's what I just said for them vibes. Yeah, KAMBO. Because that's what this video is about anyway, right? KAMBO. So yes. Check out that KAMBO. No BC powders over the counter. Okay, got you. Yep. Yeah, we need to talk. I got something for you. I got a few things for you. The mushrooms will help with the pain pill addictions. Possibly, Ace. Possibly. And also, yeah, I think the thing was when you said it will, I would say can. The mushrooms can help, because will is a definitive. So you're saying, oh, the mushrooms will do it. Careful. See? Yeah. See, because when you create an idea and it falls through, right? So it can, but what's the state of mind of the individual? What's the dosage we going into? How are they using them? But Ace is right. The mushrooms can help with that. However, me being a medicine man, I have access to a few ting more, yeah, a few ting more. So, you know, so let's have a talk, because the mushrooms are my go-to. They are the original. They are the quintessential. They are, right. However, because of that, they cross so many borders that when we deal with terrestrial things, there's other things that we can utilize for things before we run to the mushroom. Like people use mushroom for healing, and I would say, oh well, let's get on the ayahuasca for the healing. Let me take you through the ayahuasca for the traumas, for the abuse, for the fears, right? Some people use the mushrooms for opening up and having conversations with one another and feeling trust with one another. I'm like, let's go to the MDMA, right? Yeah, we'll use the MDMA for that. So, the mushrooms are outstanding, but they more for traveling, They more for traveling. That's what it's really, that's what they really like. They can be utilized for all types of shit. Come on now. Who all's out there like, well, there's for other things too. I know I said that. Y'all back up now. All right. Say, what's MDMA? Oh my goodness. It's commonly referred to in the streets as my girl Molly. It was the active ingredient in that party drug back in the day called ecstasy. Not that bullshit ecstasy that they've been rocking with the last 10 years. I'm talking about that, you know what I'm saying, pre 2010, 2000 and 2000. Anyway, MDMA was mixed with a bunch of stimulants and created a drug called ecstasy that was a party rave drug. Well, the actual active ingredient synthesized by itself is MDMA, and it's an empathogen. It's a heart opener. And when I say that you can have some of the most beautiful, most simplest conversations and just feel just trust and just open up and just flow, it is a beautiful thing. And that's why it's used in clinical settings for counseling. The urban healer said real MDMA. Most people are not getting that. What people that uses ecstasy is not it. That's right. They know what I'm talking about. Yeah, and even though I've utilized the ecstasy a couple times back in the day, it for me was even a party thing. It's a pop ecstasy and having threesomes and doing all type of wild, like, hey, you know what I'm saying? So that is like I wouldn't do it now. Like I'm not into that no more. I'm totally different. But the MDMA, I do utilize that clinically and as well as personally. For my clients, we go through those things, and it just for those of y'all who know about it, y'all know how it just opens you up and just allows you to really release. So for people who have a hard time, who be holding shit in and they just can't talk and they can't get it out and they don't feel comfortable and I'm scared and I don't want to say nothing. Yeah, all right, here, take this. Let's see here. I am drink a little cacao. We bring ours on with cacao. We sit and drink a little cacao, and then once the cacao start you up, then boom, it start going right into the MDMA, and then oh my goodness, that is such a beautiful thing. How do you feel about the Blue Lotus as well as the use of mushrooms? Oh my goodness, I love Blue Lotus. Blue Lotus is in the pad tea. We use Blue Lotus over here like people use chamomile. Um, Blue Lotus is also a dope onerogen. So for those who don't know, before I got into utilizing entheogens, I was first doing meditation work and utilizing sleep realm basically works. So lucid dreaming, astral traveling, these things that you do within the mind without the use. So that's why when people are, oh, I could do that stuff without it. I'd be like, yeah, I know, I used to, but there's no comparison to utilizing the entheogens and the adaptogens and onerogens because you can now hold these positions for 6 to 8 hours. I'm in a mushroom trip for 6 hours. I meditate. And when I meditate, I transcend. And I ain't never transcended for 6 hours. Like hours tops. I think I got to an hour once. So I'm just saying, cuzzo, this is the snake man I was telling you about. What Guan? What you talking about? So the Blue Lotus is outstanding. So sometimes when I make cacao, I'll make a Blue Lotus tea first, and then I'll use that Blue Lotus tea to mix in with the cacao. So now I'm about to start infusing my coconut water with these herbs. So the Blue Lotus tea, check me now. The Blue Lotus flower in the pot with a little mugwort. Okay? You put the coconut water in there and let that simmer real low, real warm for about 15, 20 minutes. So we making coconut Blue Lotus mugwort coconut water. Now you take that, mix it with equal parts coconut milk and 25 grams of organic cacao. Heat it up, put it in a blender, pour that in a glass, little honey, drink that. Blue Lotus mugwort cacao. When you go to sleep, you going wherever the fuck you want to go. So to ask me, how do I feel about Blue Lotus? I think that might tell you. Blue Lotus is the shit. And other, like, you gotta mix, you don't have to, but I find myself being an extremist at things I do. Anything that I do, I tend to do them extreme. I do a lot of it. I do it powerful. I have a lot of it, whatever, right? So when it comes to my onerogen work, onerogen are the substances that take you into the sleep realms. When I do my onerogen work, I stack. I'm using Blue Lotus, mugwort, the Mexican dream herb, the African dream herb, the African dream root. What else? You know what I'm saying? I'm stacking. I got mugwort in my tub. So I'm soaking in the tub. Put about a cup or two of mugwort in your hot water in the tub and get in. You're absorbing it through the skin. And then in my tea glass, I'm drinking Blue Lotus tea, mugwort, chamomile, a few other little herbs. And then I'm taking the capsules of the Mexican dream herb because that shit tastes like shit in the tea. So I'm gonna take like 4 capsules of that. And then in my joint, I'm gonna have the Blue Lotus, you know what I'm saying, some weed, a few other things. At the very end, I'm gonna have a hit of changa. So I'm in the tub, I'm smoking that whole joint, you know what I'm saying? I'm chilling. All these onerogens, the capsule, the drink, the smoke, the bathtub, the whole nine, right? Then when I get to the end of the joint, this is changa. That's smokable ayahuasca, for those who don't know. It's herbs infused with DMT. Boom. Pull all that shit in, hit that boy, blow that shit out, and just lay off in that tub, because you about to leave up out of here for about 15 minutes off that changa, right? But now when you get up out the tub and you go to bed, first of all, that changa just puts your consciousness totally at rest. So now when you go to bed and you done soaked all these onerogens up, literally when you lay your head on your pillow and you close your eyes, you visualize whatever it is where you want to go. If you want to go and see your grandma who passed on and get the recipe for the rolls, then when you close your eyes, envision yourself in the kitchen cleaning the dishes. I'm washing the dishes because I already know she ain't finna cook in no dirty kitchen. So let me start cleaning the dishes and moving around and sweeping and all of that. And before you know it, she gonna walk into the room and she gonna start making the recipe, and you gonna be kicking it with her. And you gonna forget you even fell asleep because you walk yourself into these arenas, y'all. There's different chambers of sleep. Oh man, I think got all off the subject. Y'all know I'm on one right now. I ain't even microdose. This off the chronic. In the love of my community. So there's different levels of sleep. So when you take all these onerogens, a lot of them activate different onerogenic levels. So you got the first level, like where you just laying down and you kind of like you conscious, but you drifting off. Then you got that second level where it's kind of like you drifting off, but you still can hear around you. You still conscious, but you also kind of like halfway sleep. Yo, you can induce whatever dream realm you want in there. And then you go into the falling asleep phase. And then you go into the REM. This is the rapid eye movement. Well, this is where the heaviest of the dreams. This is where you can do a lot of your lucid shit at. Okay. I'm talking about the whole, like, very damn well. Now it might take you some practice to get used to it, but you dreaming. Now you can operate. You can decide on the next step. Remember the Choose Your Own Adventure book? Your dream will be like that. You moving through it, whoop, 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 some shit pop off, and now you supposed to do something. You have the consciousness and the ability to use it while you're in that dream state. So now keep in mind, this is part of magic. This is part of manifestation. You are experiencing this. The mind knows no difference between this and when you conscious. So now that you are lucid and you seeing it and you're experiencing it, when you come back, you can remember it. You can bring this shit back with you. You can utilize this shit. Grandma's recipe. She just did it in front of you. Come on, baby. Now put another little half cup in there, baby. Don't be scared. It's okay. It's just flour because we going to put just as much sugar, right? They say it's a pound cake. Put a pound in there, right? Whatever it might be. And you can consciously come out and remember that. That's the thing that people be like, what the fuck am I doing in my dreams? Like, shit, the shit you do. But you can bring it back. You can remember it. Because remember, that's the part that be having us fucked up. You be moving around all day and you be like, oh shit, wait a minute. That was a part of a dream I had. And you be trying to get the rest of it. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Yeah, nah, not no more. We going in there with full consciousness, applying, operating, experiencing, coming out. Oh, neuriogens. Yeah. So, I don't know what the hell that got to do with Kambo or duck flour, but that's how it be. We do it live. Sometimes we get off on some other ish. But look, I ain't gonna hold y'all, man, unless y'all need me to. I'll hold you close and tell you special and important because you are. But outside of that, I ain't gonna hold you up. I'm about to get up out of here and just get to doing some other things. I got my first class I'm teaching tonight at Spiritual Ascension University. Such an honor. Oh man, this is class number 1 of the full curriculum. Tiffany said, yes, I lucid dream all the time, but I only remember bits and pieces. Great convo. Yeah, I'm gonna show you how to come back with all of that. Show you how to come back with all of that. Because once you listen, the meditation and the lucid dreaming and the astral traveling and the breath work, all of these medicines of man, this is really the preparation for the entheogenic realm, y'all. I don't know if y'all understand that. This is how you're able to now go into these realms and operate with maximum efficiency. Maybe that's the difference in how I came into this versus a lot of other people. Is a lot of people came into just using entheogens and never did transcendental meditation where you transcend transcendental meditation, having done the sleep work, you know what I'm saying, having done the actually operating within these different realms within the power of self, so that when you get to these interdimensional realms, you know how to operate, you know how to keep yourself level, you know how to transcendental. Thank you, 222. Always saving the day. The urban healer, good knowledge, peace. Yo, peace, thank you. Thank y'all, man. Thank y'all for tapping in, tuning in. Thank y'all if y'all share these when I ask for y'all to share it. Thank for y'all support. Everybody who be just supporting me, man. Y'all help me to feed my babies, man. I love y'all, man. Y'all help me to keep Psychonaut Academy Detroit running, and that's why this all I do. It's all I do is serve y'all. Now 2025, I got to tell y'all, I'm gonna be switching that up a little bit. I'm getting back to my businesses. What's the best for OCD, obsessive compulsive disorder? Very good question, Joshi. Mm. I would have to, like, literally as soon as you said it, my brain went straight to mushrooms. However, I am very aware of OCD in the minor levels, such as what I might say I have, as well as the major levels, such as I know a guy in Florida where I didn't know him. He was the boyfriend of my woman's friend. Okay. He had OCD, and whenever he seen a horse, he had to spit. So, riding in the car with him, if he's seen a picture of a horse on a billboard, he gotta roll the window down. You gotta spit. If your windows don't roll down, he gonna open your door. He gotta spit. He's gonna spit like. And I don't know what happens if he don't, because nobody ever wanted to see him like that. You know what I'm saying? So it was yeah, like, so what I'm saying is some people's OCD is very, very severe. Okay, acute. Yeah, mushrooms. Um, so and I'm a component of 7 grams or more. Everybody knows that. Everybody who's done mushrooms with me, I've taken through, I gatekeep, anything like that, 7 grams. Every trip I've ever done in my whole life, 7 grams or more. Go higher. It doesn't matter, right? uh However, over the last few years, moving with a lot of condor coaches and hearing a lot of other people talk about their experiences, what they did, how they did it, how they achieved it, things like that, I can see 3 to 5 grams on some mirror magic. Like, I don't know if you deal with magic, and if you want to just call it something different, brainwashing yourself in the mirror. So that way you ain't got to call it magic if you got an issue with magic. But mushrooms would be what I would deal with. Because with that being said, you can actually activate, stimulate, and alchemize this mindset yourself, live and direct, as compared to taking 7 grams and hoping that they address it when that might not even be what the spiritual realm feels like you need to be focused on, if that makes sense. So again, being sovereign in your healing, if you want to heal something and going into the interdimensional realms, they like, nah, fuck this. We gonna heal the fact that you whatever else, and you like, I don't give a fuck about that. I want to stop this. Then take the power into your own hands. So with that, that's some heavy work, but something that you could do yourself, such as stitching yourself up. That's around that 5 gram, 4 to 5 gram with some mirror magic is probably what I would advise for you, Joshi. Good question, though. Good question. And possibly snake venom as well. And or KAMBO. Yeah. Um, but I think there's a whole lot more, how would I say, brain conditioning, than there is pollutants. Something needs to be detoxed, cleansed. OCD isn't usually from something needing to be cleansed and detoxed. It's more of a mental tick. So that's why I would go to the snake venom, because of the the focus on the cobra and the neurological, as well as the mushrooms. Yeah. Which mushroom and have issue with Zoloft and ol- olanzapine? Psilocybin mushroom, my friend. Psilocybin mushroom. Yeah, you need to go on a 7 gram trip. Yeah, you need to take 7. You dealing with some. Yeah, you dealing with quite a bit. Well, not you need to. Excuse me. Who am I to say what you need? I don't know you. I would invite you to go on a 7 gram trip. Yeah, I would invite you to go on a 7 gram trip. Because you got clearly more issues than just the OCD. And that's not a judgment call. This is based off of what you're saying. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just saying, to deal with all of those things, I'd advise you to go in deeper, because what they can do is advise you so much better than I can. So either they're going to take care of the issue, or they're going to let you know what you need to do to take care of it. You feel me? You feel me? Ever since I've been young, I've been popping my collar. What? First of all, that was my food, and I was letting you have it because you asked for it. But if you don't want it, that's fine. You can throw it away. So yeah. Any other questions, comments, concerns? Y'all tapping in today. You know what I'm saying? Y'all tapping in today. Let me look on here, because sometimes I be missing some comments that be coming across, because this doesn't always show everybody's. What the upgrades of the Scorpion? So the Scorpion, shout out to Easy. I didn't see your question. The Scorpion, and when you say the upgrades to Scorpion, I believe you're talking about character growth and development, right? What the upgrades of the Scorpion, because we talked about it as far as like the antiviral properties, removing the herpes virus, all of this. So when you're saying upgrades, I'm thinking you're speaking of the character growth and development. The Scorpion venom is what we call root chakra centered. So the Scorpion venom can be utilized for all types of root chakra issues, spiritually and or physically. And also the utilization of the Scorpion venom in the navel, in the belly button, because of its ability to travel through the neurological pathways, and the navel having more neuronic connections, even though on this side of the body, those connections are turned off. On the inside, they are not. Yeah. So you put a couple drips in there and let that absorb through the navel. You understand? And we dealing with a lot of different. What else? The Scorpion venom is good for while doing shadow work, doing root work. What else? Yeah, man, that Scorpion is a beautiful thing. That's what else? Hold on, shit. Let me tap in real quick. I can't remember what else. But yeah, that Scorpion venom is definitely some character growth and development that come in with that one. It's something else too, because I'm trying to remember. It was something specific that I'm forgetting. Like, yo, that part. Who else? Who in here? Where you at? Venoms and Vibes. Where you at, Nydia? Where y'all at? Back me up, y'all. Back me up. I don't remember, but yeah, it's that Scorpion venom is definitely dope. And for those who don't know, that Scorpion venom is oral. This is an oral solution, so it's not applied like the KAMBO and the snake venom is. This is an oral solution, right? See, so you just putting in the shots of water and taking shots, or you're using it in the navel. Also, like we said, just dealing with the herpes virus and individuals who have herpes. When you have an outbreak, they say that it's like a sensation, an itching sensation that starts before the outbreak arrives, and you could take the Scorpion venom and apply it and rub it on wherever the sensation is at, and the Scorpion venom will travel through the neurological channels and address the outbreak before it has a chance to outbreak. Can you speak about bee venom next? Bee venom. There's been a lot of talk about bee venom. Shout out to Venoms and Vibes, doing the diligent work that we are doing to get the bee venoms added to the Sacred Animal Venoms Practitioner Training. Bee venom is has been used for hundreds, if not thousands, of years. The venom from the bees, so just to be clear, the reason I have not dealt with or taught the bee venom in the Psychonaut Academy's curriculum is because I have my own personal issues with taking of lives in my practice now. So it's like I'm trying to make an oath to not take any lives that I don't have to. And to actually do the opposite, be more plentiful, bring forward life and support life. That's why everything I do is in support of life. And I'm a mead maker, The bees are my guides. So to utilize them and be killing them in the practice, it just don't set right with me. And this is why I won't do it personally. I have just been informed a few months ago that there is now the ability to do bee venom therapy without harming bees. And I said that I wanted to take whatever training that was to be able to offer. But here nor there, just want to be clear of why I don't offer it. But as far as what it is, oh, I testify that bee venom is that shit, just like all the rest of the venoms that we deal with. So bee venom is used, I hear, a lot for inflammation, for different arthritises, for Lyme's disease, which is not a virus, it's more of a bacteria. It's a bacterial disease. Um, so um, bee venom is, and so the way that I was aware of it working was that you take the bees, they ship them to you, and when you get them, you open up the slide, they give you the little tweezers to grab them with, and you grab the bee, and you put them backwards next to where you, and he just boom stings you, and then you pull him off, and as you pulling him off, you'll see his stinger separate from his body, and then boom, you dispose of him, and you do that however many times that you need to, and that venom is good for inflammation, good for pain, it's good for different things. You know what I'm saying? Now, I'm not as proficient in the bee venom as I am the Kambo, scorpion, and the snake because, like I said, just the killing of the bee. Like I couldn't even get down with that. I already knew. Man, anything I do after that, I know I'm gonna have some issues with. But I do speak highly of the bee. Like how I'd be like, I wouldn't tell a person to take no duck flower. Oh no, I would tell a person to take bee venom. Definitely. Oh yeah. Even if it's in a quart and with. Stack some of these medicines. I believe in stacking too. So if I'm doing bee venom and Kambo and snake venom, and you got to think, see, with this, it's not like Western medicine where like putting all these together, there's an inverse reaction that's about to throw you off. All of these, the majority of them are all amino acid based. So these amino acids are either protein based, use peptide, peptide based. So these peptides are either going to be utilized for the biochemical reactions in the body, or they're just going to be turned into amino acids and used for another building block somewhere else or flushed out. Now, when it comes to the snake venom and the toxins within the vets, because it's 90% peptides, but there are the toxins in them. So that's where I come into caution. Like I don't be mixing different snake venoms together, and I know when to and what not to. And so that's what I'm saying. Like that's where it's like, oh shit. So when I talk about stacking, people are okay, well, let's do all these different snake venoms. No, that's different. I'll stack snake venom with another animal medicine like scorpion, bee venom, this and that. But taking different snake venoms at the same time, no, don't do that. I wouldn't. No, don't do that. All right, so fascinating shit, ain't it? Hey, man, I love y'all. Tell somebody you love them in a language that they can understand it in. It's been dope. Got other things to get to. But if you need me, you want to get a consultation, you want to talk, you want to order something, you know how to get at me. So, as always, I tell somebody today that you love them in a language that they can understand it in.